Rick Dollar. We are live at the Song of the Mountains taping for the big month of November at the General Francis Marion Inn Hotel. This is the coolest joint in the world.
Absolutely awesome.
My buddy Brandon Lee Adams. If you don't know who this guy is right now, you will very soon. It's just a shame, and I don't think he has the right PR people. But that could be a hole I could fill in the future. I don't know.
Hey.
But Brandon, thank you, buddy, for coming in. We appreciate you so much.
Thanks for having me, Rick.
Hey, dude, it's been a few months in the making.
It has.
Getting together like this.
Been a whole lot of phone tag.
Yeah, and that happens. That's okay. I got no problem with that.
Just part of it.
Yeah. So what are you doing at Song of the Mountains, man?
Well, tonight I am doing just me tonight. Just me and my own guitar.
Wow.
And, a couple of tunes that I wrote and a couple of tunes that I stole from some people that I idolize who stole theirs from somebody.
We probably don't mind.
Sure. Lord, I hope not. I hope there's, we'll give them your address.
Yeah. And then I'll have to change it again. So anyway. But Brandon's played with guys like Tony Rice, Carl Jackson. Man, the list goes on and on and on, and it's like a who's who of songwriters and just important people in bluegrass, I think, more than anything. And having all that greatness around you has patterned you to do what you're doing now, which is just burning it up.
I hope so.
I'll quote Carl Jackson. Talked to him on the phone yesterday, and he said, Brandon is a beast on the guitar, and that in the music world, that is a great thing to have said about you. And this Martin right here, man, I bet you if that thing could talk, it could tell a lot of songs and stuff itself there, man.
We're glad that it doesn't.
Yeah, probably. But, when and where did you first pick that guitar up, man, and say, I want to do this?
Just guitar in general? Or this particular guitar?
No, just a guitar in general.
I was really young. I don't want to say 8, and it might have been 9.
Yeah.
I was a kid in elementary school.
Sure.
And I heard Church Street Blues. I heard Tony Rice's Church Street Blues album from an uncle who was playing it.
Wow.
And that music hit me to the core.
It will.
And that was it. From that point in my life on, I didn't know how, I didn't know when, where, what. I just had to do it.
That's right.
And got a hand-me-down yard sale $10 red guitar.
How it starts, man.
Drug it through the yard and just made noise.
Exactly.
And that just started there, and it just grew.
Yeah, but we shot some video earlier of you playing, and I'm going to try to hook something up with Wayne Henderson, who's here also, another
awesome
incredible guitar guy. If I could just get you guys to sit down for a minute and just pick something together,
I'll pick one of those, and he can.
Yeah, Wayne may help you. I don't know. Wayne's a great guy. No, but what you've accomplished in your career so far is just phenomenal. Like I was talking about, the people that you've been with, you've played with, you have friendships with, all that compiled together with the natural talent that you have. Most guys would kill for that because they don't have those opportunities. But you got some good opportunities, man.
A lot of it's, honest to God, the truth is, it's just being in the right place at the right time.
Right. And
not making the most of the opportunity that you got while you're there.
Exactly.
And a lot of that, with JD, that was a set-in at Benefits, and you're standing next to JD Crow, and
It's not a bad guy to stand next to, though.
You cannot get out of time with Mr. Crow, and that helps.
Yeah.
When you're around those kind of people, you really don't have to be that great because they're already they're already so great.
Yeah, well, you're kind of a humble guy for what I've seen, what you do. So, and I appreciate that, and the fans appreciate that. But it comes a time in your career when you have to start tooting your own horn. And dude, I'm telling you, it's time for you. I think you should maybe hire a PR guy or somebody like Rick Dollar to help you.
Well, we got to
just trying to get an extra job on the side.
We got to afford you first, buddy.
Exactly.
The water bill's got to get paid.
I understand. No, but I'm just honored to have you here. We've talked on the phone a million times, and it's more like we've gotten to know each other over the past 6 months to a year. We've got mutual friends, and you know, a lot of times in the music business, you want to try to keep that circle small,
Right.
because it can get out of hand a lot of times. And it's a lot easier when you know the same guys I do, and I know the same guys you do. So it's, like I said, it's just an honor to be here with you. And
I'm honored myself.
well, what are you looking at for the future, man? I mean,
Well, we'll have a new album coming out, hopefully before too long, and on the Toronis record label, and it we recorded that one basically live in studio.
wow.
It'll be called Streets of Rome, and Mr. Jackson has done some vocal work on it, and Sammy Sheeler and Forrest O'Connor, and
Wow.
just everybody on
It's like
it.
a who's who, dude.
It's everybody who was on it was just phenomenal, and just very professional. I mean, really cool guys, down to earth. You know, great. You could just walk up to them and how you doing? Good to meet you.
Sure.
And at the same time, just as professional as it gets when it comes to playing.
It is. I mean, and you know, you've got the same thing about you though. When you know, you carry that aura with you, just like they do. You have the ability that they do, dude. So I don't. I mean,
Well, time will tell.
so, well, I don't. You know, I don't think it's gonna be too much longer. I'll just tell you that.
I just practice a lot. I mean,
Hey,
that's-
practice makes perfect. That's
that's-
what my mom
I
used to say. So.
you know, there's a. I don't want to blow that out of proportion. I just basically practice a tremendous amount, and then there's sometimes I'll set it down for a week
Sure.
because I don't even want to open the case.
But if you talk to guys that are on the cusp of what's happening, I mean, and Carl Jackson can tell you this. I've heard stories about Glenn. I've heard a lot of stories about Glenn. And the thing about him was he was the same way. He played all the time. But when he reached that point to where he was just, you know, done for a couple of days, he was done.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's good for you, no matter what you do for a living. If you put it down for a couple of days and kind of recharge and get those creative juices flowing again, I think is the whole thing.
Yeah, I think, you know, just if you're a roofer and, you know, you work all year long and you want that 1 week's vacation.
Exactly. You're looking for it.
And you're working and you're telling yourself, like I'll tell myself, man, just practice 3 or 4 more hours, and
And let it go.
then it's Saturday and you don't have a show, you don't have anything.
Right.
You're going to watch football in your boxer shorts.
Exactly. Then I don't want to think about that. But
Well,
anyway.
no, I guess I wouldn't want to think about it. That's a high couch.
I love you, man, but not in your boxer shorts.
No,
okay?
I appreciate that.
So, what do you think about the town of Marion? This is probably the coolest place in the world.
I tell you what, it's a hidden gem.
There's musicians walking all up and down the street, and they're incognito most of the time.
We saw a bunch this morning walking with flight cases and whatnot.
Yeah, there you go.
The young man who's doing the sound over at the Lincoln tonight, he's in the ETSU Pride Band,
Exactly.
and we'll be at 20. I'll be at 27 Lions tonight, and I've been in. Man, you play? Yeah, come on over, sit in.
See?
You know, you're the Pride Band. Bring your bands. In.
Exactly. Now, you know the good thing about who I work for the ACMA during the day, and you know, moving all of our stuff to Kingsport was a big, huge thing. But I didn't know there was such a huge audience waiting on something in Kingsport, and so we're definitely going to bring you down there. And the Pride Band's already been booked to come down there, and a lot of big name artists. But I'd like to officially invite you to come down and play for us.
Absolutely.
That would be okay.
Yeah.
It's a handshake thing right here, okay?
Tell me when.
You heard that, didn't you? Yeah, the dates will be here soon. Well, man, thanks for sitting down with me. It's been a blast. We're gonna hang out with you some more
Absolutely. Hang out all day.
too. Yeah, sounds like a great idea.
Cool. Good
deal. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Rick Dollar for NetRadioDogs.com. And I've got Mr. Brandon Lee Adams with me today.
Howdy, folks.